Okay, I've been hitting the tiller pretty good on my garden so far this fall. I've tilled it like 3 different times to get the seeds growing, and then once they'd sprout and start getting about 1 inch high, I'd till it again, and I did that like 3 times to help kill off the weeds. And the last time I did it was a couple weeks ago, and nothing really seemed to have been coming up since then, but it's getting to be fall pretty soon. So I was out near some of the farms and I ran into some of this wheat. It's built on the ground. So what I did, you can see a little bit uncovered right there. I sprinkled it all over my garden, and I used a rake and kind of raked it around and covered it up. Put about a 1/2 inch of dirt on it or so is all you need. Make sure you get it covered up, otherwise the birds will be eating it. Put it on a little heavier than it says. Usually about 3 inches apart it says, but I put it on, some of it's like 1 inch apart or so. That way, if the birds go to town and eat a little bit of it, it's not gonna affect it too bad. I'll still have some left in there to grow, and we're gonna see if we can get ourselves a cover crop with winter wheat. Okay, here we go. I planted wheat, and you can buy, like, go to your store and buy, like if you go to like Winco or whatever that sells the whole grains and stuff, you can buy that wheat also and plant it in your garden. But I had a suggestion of just sprinkling it on the ground and raking it in, but that did not work because the stinking birds came and dug it all up. So I had to go ahead and put my old chicken house cages on it, like right here, so it would actually grow. And then, because I planted my whole garden in it, and the dang birds came and ate it all up. So what I had to do, like I said, I covered this with those old chicken wire walls and stuff I had, and my little chicken run, hee-haw. And then I went and I had to dig 1.5 inch deep holes, or trenches, like right here, and then I sprinkled the seed in there, and that way they weren't able to get to the seed. You can tell there's been a few things chewing on it. Like if I look over here, these ones right here all chopped off. But the majority of it is growing up now. Hopefully it'll get big enough and I can outskirt. You can see right there where the birds have been digging. You can see what rows right there when they dug up the seeds and the plants are all chopped up right there. Stinking birds. Anyway, English sparrows. And this row over here, it's funny because this row over here they haven't really touched, but the stuff over there they've been mowing down. Weird. But every morning when I see them, they're always right over here near my shed and not over here. So for some reason they're attracted to that section of the ground. But this area is over here where I planted, and right there I got weeds coming up too, the broadleafs. And over there I got a bit of wheat coming up. I could plant more, but I'll just leave it like that. Those broadleafs won't produce seeds by spring anyway. It's too late. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is just come spring, I'll go ahead and either till that in, or I will just use my weed eater and trim it down right at the ground level and just leave it laying there and just plant through it. And that way, as it's breaking down, it's putting nutrients on my crops, whatever I plant. And hopefully this stuff should be a good foot or so high come spring. Because usually this stuff, as long as it's not too bad of a winter, will kind of slowly grow throughout the winter. Okay. it's kind of patchy, but oh well. I still got some birds plucking because they were able to get through some of that wire, but it's alright. I still got quite a bit coming up. Like I said, chop it down or till it in and adds nutrients. So that's what I use as a cover crop, is just plain old winter wheat. And you can buy wheat at the store, or at your grocery store or whatever, or your Whole Foods place, and just plant that seed right in your garden and it will work. I actually found this seed laying along the side of the road where they had harvested a wheat field, because that's one of the nice things about living in farm community. You usually have access to a lot of stuff that's just laying out there. Alright, I'll make another video come spring or whatever on this, on what I decide to do, if I'm going to till it all under or just chop it down and leave it on the surface. Okay, thanks for watching.